An ordinance passed this week in Newton Falls aims to cut electrical rates for residents and small businesses. It's part of a deal to sell the city's transmission equipment to Amp Transmission for over $4 million.
Now they're able to take these high voltage assets and acquire them off these municipals, so that lowers your cost. And also they're able to bill all customers within the utilities footprint to help pay for those, just like these communities are already paying for everybody else's.
If something were to happen to the electrical equipment, Newton Falls wouldn't have to pay for it.
It's essentially that if we had this gigantic, expensive railroad going from one end of town to the other, well, nobody in our town is going to get on a railroad car to go from, a 5-minute drive from the east side of town to the west side of town. That's a 5-minute drive. But if you're stringing together a bunch of railroads all across the country, you'd be interested in having access to that railroad.
Some residents of Newton Falls feel as though they've been left in the dark during this process and have expressed that during council meetings.
A gentleman that gave a presentation from Wadsworth gave an explanation that Wadsworth sold some assets as well, to the tune of, I think, around $500,000. And what I thought was very telling was that this gentleman spoke about how they had multiple meetings over months and sat down. I believe it was over months. I could be incorrect. But he said they had multiple public meetings, multiple get-togethers before this ever came to a vote or before this ever came to the council. It was discussed at length.
Read below to learn what happens now that the ordinance is passed. For WKBN 27 First News, I'm Brandon Jaycees.